Righto, welcome back to the 40 channel. Our paint's done as we said last time, which is good, but we had to go back and do some fix-ups on the seam sealer. Wasn't happy. Bad life choices. Don't make them. No, don't make bad life choices. Anyway, we're just going to start. We'll fix up the seam sealer. We'll unwrap the whole thing, and we'll just do a quick clean up. I've got a bit to learn about this 40.
Look at that motor.
Or do I leave it? And I actually followed this weld down here and I thought, oh, it blends in with that weld, I'm going to leave it. And I thought, right, I'm going to leave it. I'll let it dry. So I let it dry. It looked okay, looked pretty good still. And then as soon as I put the paint over it, I wasn't happy. It looks worse than an oil spill on the Great Barrier Reef. So now I'm going to actually try and fix it up a little bit and hopefully not bugger it all up. Anyway, we'll see how we go. Right, so a combination of a razor blade and this caulking removal tool. We're either going to stuff it up and, well, it's not going to stuff it up because we can reseal it and paint it, but we'll see how much damage we're actually going to do to it. I've just created work for myself. I'm an absolute galah, but anyway, we'll see how we go. Righto, the good news is that it didn't turn out too bad. The good news is this tool actually worked amazingly and it didn't damage, it didn't scratch down to, well, actually only went down to the primer. It only took the top layer of the coat off, so it didn't scratch down to the steel, which I was really concerned about. It's only just taken down to the primer and it's come up really pretty good. This is amazing, this little tool. So I'll just give it a bit of a sand back and we'll reapply it and then we'll put some paint straight over it. Right, so we've dug out the sealant, 180 sanded it, 600 sanded it, wax and grease removed it, cleaned it all up. We're going to hit it back with the 227, but this time we're going to try and do it right. So I've actually went and got some edge sealants. So what we'll do is we'll pick the right one we need and have it ready to clean it up. So we've got a whole lot of different profiles here. So all I'm going to do is find one that's going to look neat, a nice roundy one. I think I might use number 3 with 14 on it for these edges. That'll come up nice. Yeah, I think a 6 will be good. Anyway, take 2, we'll see how we go. Whoops, oops, whoops. Loop a moment, big stuff up. Righto, that looks so much better. Nice and smooth now. So we'll let that dry and then we'll give it another coat of paint. So much happier with that.
Hey.
Just refitting the fuel lines because we only threw them on initially just to try to keep it all protected, and someone damaged one of the fuel lines.
Dad.
Oh. Jack just hit his funny bone.
It was not funny, it hurt.
How you going?
Going good.
Looks good.
Yep.
It's all nice and shiny. Righto, so while Jack's putting all the fuel lines back on, I'm just in here. I'm going to make up a gasket for the steering wheel housing. Now I've got this double-sided foam, and I actually made up a gasket already, but it's too thin, so. Just lay it down and become an excellent template. See the hole right there? Yeah. There.
This one? Top. Put up. Yeah, go.
Jack's going to make a gasket up for the clutch. I'm going to make a gasket up for the brake booster. Jack and I have just made up some gaskets for the brake booster and the clutch master cylinder. So I don't know if they're supposed to have gaskets, rubber gaskets, but I'm making rubber gaskets. I like to have a bit of rubber between steel and steel, and just to seal it off to stop any water or weather getting through. Right, let's do them up. Right, I'm going to have a go at wet sanding and polishing some of the paintwork. Now I'm going to do the bonnet first, because the bonnet is actually the piece that came up the worst. I don't know why, because I'm not a painter, maybe. Anyway, it sort of has a bit of a tiger striping sort of effect. So we'll give this, everything else seemed to come up really good actually. The tub I'm really happy with. It's consistent, it's quite glossy straight off the gun, but the bonnet not as good. So I thought I'd start with that first. Worst case scenario, I'll give it a respray, but hit it with 600 and that feels really smooth. That's amazing. So I think I'm removing the Tiger King. Now we'll go to 1000 grit. So I'm incredibly happy with how this has come up. It's come up absolutely immaculate. No more Tiger King. It's gone. Just give it a bit more of a polish. There's a few little scuff marks in here still. I think I'll do all that by hand. I'll just work them out. But anyway, super happy. Righto, that's it. So we went and sanded it with 600, then we went to 1000, then we used Mr. Buff cutting compound, whatever that is. Seemed to come up really good. Just need to give it a really good polish now, and the shine on it is amazing. From all those crazy tiger stripes that I had there before to the finish, for an absolute novice like me, I'm pretty happy. Anyway guys, that's it. Thanks for watching, really appreciate it. Subscribe, hit the bell, give me a thumbs up, feel free to leave a comment. Yeah, until next time, take care of yourselves. Righto. Righto, on today's inspirations, we're going to check out Shane's 1965 FJ45. Exactly the same year model as this one, with a few differences. So Shane's 1965 FJ45, few modifications. Chopped, stretched, raised. Actually, there's not a single panel, bar the bonnet, on Shane's Cruiser that hasn't been modified. Let's check it out. Incredible. From its humble beginnings, the Toyota chassis was lengthened 400 millimeters and heavily strengthened to suit the suspension, which consisted of patrol leaves, airbags and torque rods front and rear, as well as reverse shackles and Panrods rods front axle to help it steer, as well as any other modern vehicle. The body has had a 100mm chop off the top and has been made 300mm longer to accommodate the extra cab, with all custom glass. This is all being pushed along with a Nissan SD 33 Turbo with watered air intercooler, 5-speed driving patrol diffs with air lockers. But Shane has the truck back in the shed for a new heart, a 1HZ Turbo with water-to-air and air-to-air intercooler for more towing power. The custom rear tray has an electric powered lift to gain access to the spare wheel, batteries and toolboxes. Even the interior in Shane's FJ45 has not gone untouched. Everything is totally custom. From custom seats to front and rear roof consoles housing all the essentials for communications and audio equipment. If Tony Stark was driving an FJ45, he'd be driving something like Shane's. This build had taken Shane 3 years and was built as a tow vehicle and a social wheeler to accommodate Shane's other hobbies. Shane, wow! When I first saw your Cruiser, I was totally intrigued. I could tell that you'd done a fair bit of work to it, especially the body, But until you started sharing your story, I had no idea and how comprehensive you had modified your vehicle. You have purpose-built your vehicle to what you want, and that's the best thing. We all have these ideas of what we want to achieve at the end of the day, and I tell you what, Shane, you've achieved it, and far beyond that. So well done, mate. I really hope to get to see it out on the road, or maybe even out on the tracks one day for real. And all the best with your rock crawling as well. Good on you, Shane. If you've got a build you'd like me to share on Inspirations, drop me a line and I'm more than happy to share it. I take my inspirations from everyone out there. The best thing is, everyone has different ideas and different tastes. And it's great to see how other people are doing it and being able to share their stories to inspire others. So drop me a line. Until next time, take care.